to all the party of people in the place to be. We hope you're doing well on this fine day, evening, night, morning, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are. We hope that you're happy. There has been an update to Parcel Simulator that came out this morning. So I just want to kind of cover that on the channel since Parcel Simulator is kind of our main game, and that's the one that we've had the biggest series on and the biggest support on. So just wanted to roll through what this was. So it's update 1.0.4. There's adjustable launchers, divider walls, and more. Adjustable launchers, divider walls, new storage rack colors, and quality of life improvements. So let's check all these things out. So hey, Parcel Inspectors, I'm back again with another update, this time including a few new additions and some further quality of life improvements. And adjustable launchers is the first one up. So ever had a launcher that doesn't quite launch where you want it to, or accidentally upgraded a launcher only to find it now messes up your setup? Well, launchers are now fully adjustable with two screens on the side, allowing both the power and angle to be changed between a set of options. You can still upgrade launchers as before, but these will instead now only affect the speed that the parcel is moving along the belt rather than the launch power and angle. Okay, that's pretty cool, because one of the downsides to using the launchers was it would have to be a level 1, and then that conveyor belt moved slower. And so it would slow down what you were trying to do from a flow perspective, because that belt was slower than all the other ones. So the fact that now you can upgrade it to level 3 to make the speed match the speed of your entire setup, that's awesome. So I do like the idea of that. So now it looks like you can set the height at which it and the powers. Okay, so there's two buttons on the side. So one of them says how powerful the launch is, and the other one sets the angle of the launch. So I like both of those updates. We'll probably do a video to play around with it and check it out. However, I don't see any mention about making the launcher smarter so that, like, if the thing downstream is broken, or if there's a backup or there's a package on the floor, it sounds like the launcher is still going to just continuously launch things into the whatever's broken on the other end of the landing. So I don't see that fix, but these two fixes, much appreciated. Definitely something we'll make a video on and cover on the channel. Next up is divider walls. There are now a set of divider walls available in the decoration section of the shop, which you can place anywhere in your warehouse. Use them to designate different areas of your warehouse, prevent launched parcels falling off the end of belts, or build yourself a box office. Okay, so these look like cubicle walls. I'm a little disappointed that we put effort into building these things. There's not enough space in the warehouse to do everything that you want to do. And we realized this in the second playthrough, is we had a lot of things that we wanted to try to do with the sorting, and we didn't have enough room to do it all. So I don't know why I would section off parts of the warehouse when I don't have enough room for everything anyway. Like, if the warehouse was bigger and I could compartmentalize, things like that, okay, yeah, I could see the point in this and I would be excited about it. But since we don't have enough room, not that exciting. Now, the one thing I do like about it, and maybe this is the saving grace of the effort that went into developing this piece, is that the parcel's falling off the end of the belt. So that part is interesting to me, because you could almost box in the landing zone, and then that way the parcels aren't falling onto the wrong conveyors. So if we think about one of my setups, where we had like the air routine belt was running right next to like the airplane sorting belt, could I put this divider in between those two belts to then prevent the packages from ending up on the wrong thing? If I can do that, that would actually be pretty cool. And I could actually put that in my setups now to just prevent overlap in incorrect areas. So we'll play around with that in the next video too, just to see how exactly that works. Next up is the painted conveyors correctly pack and unpack. So now when repacking the painted conveyors into delivery boxes, the paint color will be saved. You'll be able to see what color something is with the colored circle in the top corner of the label. Also, at the bottom of the screen, you can now see the name of a shop delivery item to make finding, and then it's cut off. So I guess finding out what's in the box, I guess, is what they were trying to say. So it looks like in the little GIF down here, yeah, there's a little color circle on the picture of what the item is. And then it looks like when they mouse over the box, there's the thing down here that tells you, oh, it's a straight conveyor. So that's kind of cool. That'll make it easier to identify things. I mean, this is an okay quality of life. I kind of liked that you could box it up and open it up and it takes away the color. I kind of like that feature because I didn't have to like repaint stuff. I could just box it up anyway. Yeah, this is a cool update. This is a cool thing. I'm down with this. I'm happy with that. Not that the guy needs my approval or anything. So next up, better repackaged item visibility. So lots of players share that when interacting with lots of repackaged conveyors, it was often difficult to differentiate them from one another. I've added a text label to the bottom of the screen, which appears when hovering over repackaged items to try and help with this. Okay, so this is cool. The only time that I ever had problems identifying what something was is when it was on a pallet like this. For whatever reason, only 3 of the stacks on the pallet can you see the white sticker. And then on one side, there was like no sticker. And the only way to see the sticker was to look inside this crack right here because the sticker wasn't visible anywhere else. The change I rather would have seen was like put this sticker that tells you what it is on all 4 sides of the box. So that way, no matter where it is on the pallet, I can always see what it is. I mean, it's cool that I can mouse on it and you tell me down here at the bottom, but like if you would have just stuck this sticker on all 4 sides, that would have been fine. Yeah, so that's that. So let's go down to pink and white storage racks. So there are now 2 new colors for storage racks in the shop, pink and white. My girlfriend made me add them. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I mean, for me, I would have rather seen you make the colors the same. So like the orange conveyor belt and the orange rack are not the same color orange. The yellow is not the same color yellow. Like I rather would have seen the colors be the same between what I can paint the conveyors and what I can have as a rack. Or you know what? Just make the racks black and let me paint them with the same paint. Like either one of those changes I'd rather would have seen than just adding 2 new colors. Because it still doesn't allow me to color code my runs of conveyors to storage racks because other than green and blue, the colors don't match. So yeah, I would have been more interested in that, but you know, that's fine, whatever. I mean, I guess his girlfriend's happy. So features, added adjustable screens to launcher conveyors and made the upgrade level now only change the speed of the belt rather than launch power. Note, you may have to change some of the settings on your existing launchers to match what they were previously set to. Great change. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the launcher changes. Added the divider wall. So those are the cubicle walls. Again, if we can stick that in between conveyors that are running side by side to prevent cross-contamination, I'm down. Excellent change. Storage racks, yeah, whatever. Added the name, yeah, whatever. I didn't think that was that big a deal, but you know, quality of life, that's fine. So fix an issue where diverters with 2 exits set to the same cargo type would cause certain cargo type parcels to be sent in the incorrect direction. So I'm guessing if I had a diverter and I had airplane going out the left side, I had boat going out the right side, and in the middle side I said all. So now boat and airplane are going out all 3 sides. I guess that's why that would create a problem. Like, I don't know why I would divert the same package out 2 different sizes unless I did it by mistake. But yeah, glad that's fixed. Level 2 and level 3 loaders are now faster. Oh my gosh, guys. This is it right here. This is the thing that we wanted. Level 2 and level 3 loaders are now faster at loading, as well as having faster move speed. So one of the things that was killing us in our second playthrough was when the packages went to load on the storage rack, it had that pause. And so we had to get creative with, like, coming off of the truck. We had to get creative with how we were managing those packages, getting into those loaders. So hopefully that's gonna do a massive improvement on our current builds. So I'm happy to see that, man. You should have did a whole section up at the top on just this. This is like the biggest change in this for me. Let's see. Fix the incorrect A1, B1, C1 labeling on the door displays. Never even noticed it was wrong. Change 20 to 30 in the description for large pallets. Okay. Fix a potential crashing issue. Okay, that's great. We don't want anything to crash. And then there was some various translation tweaks with language. So that is the 1.0.4 update. That looks like a great one. It looks like a really good update. So we will put out a video testing this update, and playing around with it and seeing what that does with our builds. And yeah, we'll get that one out on the channel real soon. But if you're excited about this update, give this a thumbs up. Any comments you have on these changes and what you think it might do to your builds or my builds, drop those in the comments below, and we will definitely get a video out going through both of our builds and figuring out how these changes impacted what we've got and what we've got built. And yeah, we'll play around with launchers. We'll play around with the dividers. And yeah, that maybe we put Water Park on hold for a few days and go back to Parcel Simulator and play around with this update. I don't think this is like a huge, like, let's do a third playthrough and play with all the new changes. I don't think that's this type of an update, but definitely something we'll do a couple of videos on just to see what it does, how it impacts, and if it changes anything with our builds. But yeah, thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for supporting the channel. There's a billion YouTube channels that you guys could be watching, and you're watching this one, so I really appreciate it. Everybody have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.